And welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube who's watching this video later on over there. For some Mardu Angels, we have a pretty sweet looking donation deck to kick off our Sunday Fun Day stream today. As you can see, we have a lot of fun decks over here for today. We have Mardu Angels, Bant Party Bus, Naya Legends, and Mono Green Stompy. The Mono Green deck, I felt like I wanted to play some Vine Mare these days, and so that's why I got the Mono Green Stompy. Just haven't played Vine Mare in a really long time. Anyway, back to our deck here, though. So this is a viewer-submitted deck that looks pretty awesome. We're just trying to curve out like we normally want to do with these Angels decks, and let our flying creatures take over. You know, we have our 2-drops. Here we just got the 2 Knights, Knight of Grace and Knight of Malice. They are both in our deck, even though they're going to battle against each other there. But we got both Knights. We got History Benalia to go with our Knights on the ground. So that's our ground attack. Gideon also is helping out there. And then we got all these Angels: Resplendent Angel, Shalai Voice of Plenty, Seraph of the Scales, Aurelia Exemplar of Justice, and Lyra Dawnbringer. Bunch of sweet Angels. Sorin gives all of our creatures lifelink, which not only helps us win races, but also helps us trigger Resplendent Angel. Works very, very well with Resplendent Angel there. Plus, you can minus your Sorin and bring back Resplendent Angel also. You have your other creatures in play. You play your Sorin, give them lifelink, you get to attack, gain 5 life, you minus, bring back your Resplendent Angel, and you make another Angel. Pretty nice. And we even have a couple of Mortal Suns in here because of how important Planeswalkers are in so many decks, especially in Esper control, which can be a tough matchup for us because we have so many creatures that are, kind of expensive for standard. 4 mana for creatures are a little expensive, and so cheap, efficient removal and card draw and stuff can be a problem. So that's why we have these Immortal Suns to try to shut down Teferis. But that's our deck. Sideboard pretty straightforward. Let's give it a go. So donation decks, and honestly just today, what I feel like doing, we did a lot of ranking yesterday. I'm going to play some traditional constructed queues today. So this is where we're going to go ahead and take our donation deck. We're going to play until we win 5 or lose 2. See what happens first. Yeah, the Knights are mirrored. Yeah, they're both drawn like they were on the same battlefield. That's what those 2 Knights, the Knight of Grace, Knight of Malice, it's pretty sweet. Definitely felt like I need to point that one out with the Knights only having, around 4 months or so left before rotation. Alright, turn 1 Llanowar Elf means our opponent gets to have 3 mana before we do. But starting on turn 3, we're going to have a nice curve here. Alright, we have Takali Honor Guards in our sideboard for the Explore matchups. Knight of Grace. What are you doing? Why couldn't we draw you last turn? A light to pierce the shadows.
Only I guess today's your lucky day.
I did not start this fight, but I will finish it.
I'll go ahead and trade. Gain our 2 life.
What a mess I've made.
I will protect the virtue of this world. The land shall conquer you.
This is pretty good.
We all make sacrifices.
So I can either set up our wall of first strikes that's difficult to get through. Play Aurelia, but Aurelia's not so good here because being a 2-5, I can't get rid of a blocker. I honestly think the wall of first strike's probably the best bet. I mean, you know, we could go with the Seraph, but I mean, I just think these things block so well here.
I need for blood. A reckoning will come one day.
Well, our opponent could have attacked in with, you know, 2 3/3s, and if I block each one, then trophy during blocks to make my turn my knights into 2/2s instead of 3/2s, and really blown me out.
The land fights for us.
That's a great draw.
The land will not forsake you.
So we're gonna just make it so they don't get to draw, or don't get to have all the extra mana. Still. All right. Way to go, Immortal Sun. And that's why we got that Immortal Sun in our deck. Loved it. All right, Honor Guard coming on in. This is a tough one here, because Baffling End can be really good against Wild Growth Walkers, and I guess Walker and Krasis. Yeah, I guess we want those. You know, Duress, like they have, as we saw there, you know, like Vraska and Nissa, and I'm sure they're playing Command the Dread Horde. Probably have Tameo also. If Tameo's in play, you don't get to Duress. Dispark takes some important Planeswalkers, exiles them. So basically, we have a lot of things that we want to bring in. But it's also possible that Duress just misses. It's probably not... I wonder if it's not good to have Sorin. Like, maybe we cut Sorin. Because if my opponent Command the Dread Horde's back Sorin, that could be a huge problem. Maybe not that big, but I'm going to trim to... Alright, I got to cut 6 more cards. With bringing in Baffling End, I'll just get rid of... And Dispark, I'll get rid of Lightning Strike. And... I'm going to cut a Shalai and Aurelia. I guess we're going to cut a couple Knights. Since we're bringing in Honor Guards, we have other 2 drops. I just cut 1 of each. I should just be cutting the Black Knights and keeping the White Knights, but I was running out of time and kind of packed. But I should just be keeping White Knights over Black Knights. Hey, what's up, Jelly Tug? Doing good. This is Band of Horses, The Funeral is the name of the song. MTG bot's not working right now. All right, love it. It's not a second white source, which I would prefer, but it's certainly worth it to keep the Blood Crypt, because this means we get to Honor Guard on turn 2. Alright, turn 2, Honor Guard. Give me that. Yeah, our opponent's username is kind of cool, the Holy Troll. All right, not going to attack here because we've seen them have, you know, like Assassin's Trophy. If I attack in with the Honor Guard and they just Assassin's Trophy the Baffling End and get a 3/3 and block, that would be really bad. So instead, I'm just going to just play the 2 creatures. You know, it's 1 point of damage. I don't think it's worth the risk.
I am fragile.
Why doesn't Nissa have so much loyalty to start with?
Harness the elements.
This is 6 a.m. Life is beautiful. Bleh. That was the thing I was worried about if I used the... Okay.
I'll taste your neck. You taste my blade.
That's something I was worried about for using.
Cease this aggression.
I wish you
The Baffling End last turn.
the strong.
No problem, Drake.
Curse you and your progeny.
Okay, real. Oh, nice. You've been playing the Mardu midrange deck a bunch that we played last week. Yeah, that deck was a lot of fun.
What a strange and magnificent world.
I need to play that deck again here pretty soon because yeah, that was a lot of fun.
True power.
All right, come on, draw land, please. Yay. This Honor Guard hasn't done anything. It's a little surprising they destroyed the Resplendent Angel instead of Lyra.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
I just drew 6 lands off of Graces for 12.
learned much from my ancestors.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Rise, my elemental friend.
At least he had a Graces for 12 though. You can't be doing too bad. Hmm. Honor Guard didn't do a single thing for us. Looks like they have like, you know what, 8 total explore creatures. I'm just taking it out. Oh, I'm sorry, MJ, that I've seemed a little down. I'm not down at all. I have been. I'm sorry that I have seemed that way. Or I guess, I mean, yeah, like the especially like the Ban Arc both earlier. I mean, I've played like some frustrating games of Magic, but that's just whatever. But I'm sorry to worry you. And of course, our opponent has all these Wild Growth Walkers, making it seem like, why did we take out Honor Guard? The cards that we took out Honor Guard for, though, have not been cards that we have been drawing. Oh, thanks, MJ. So it's not like we would have had Honor Guard right now. Alright, our second sub of the day. They're keeping Immortal Sun. Or sorry, they're keeping Duress so they can take my Immortal Sun, sorry. I was honestly considering about trimming like History Benalia's here, because as you can see, History Benalia can just get brickwalled. You know, it's just we got two 2/2s, sure, but like what are those 2/2s doing? But of course, our opponent did have like the really nice start of double Wild Growth Walker and a Jade Light. But even like Nissa makes 3/3s, so like what are these 2/2s doing?
Through feud or feast, your blood is mine. Time for a drink.
Baffling End is a little late here. A little late. But I'm glad they had a cast down. Cast down isn't too difficult for us to beat. Oh, it looks like they had nothing else, and because we were going to be able to bring Seraph back. Just had a bunch of lands. Alright. Alright, starting off with a win. Mardu Angels. Yep, it was a fun game, but flooded out. Thor, were we just playing against you there? But yeah, GG's. Gotcha. Yeah, I was concerned with that start, but yeah, you just didn't... With double Wild Growth Jade Light, but you didn't... Yeah, just flooded out. Didn't have anything to back it up. But yeah, fun match. You had a fun username there too, Holy Troll. That was pretty cool. Is this mono blue or Drake's? What do y'all think? Well, we'll know like right now, but looks like it's mono blue. So yeah, considered getting Curious Recession, but I don't think getting Curious Recession is really all that necessary for us. Because, you know, we'll have blockers for the flyers. I think it's just the higher upside. Because, like, let's say I destroy the Curious Obsession, the Terramander is still a big threat. You know, like, this thing turning into a 5/5 is still a huge threat. And so that's why I went for the Terramander. Ooh, they put the counter on it, so it can't turn into... They can't adapt it anymore. I don't think you're supposed to put the counter on it there. Kefnet doesn't seem amazing with reactive spells, but the body that it has is just huge. They really shouldn't be attacking with Terramander here, because that just lets me gain 5 life. Lets me cancel out the damage Kefnet would do. If Soren would have resolved there, I would have gone and gotten Aurelia, because Aurelia could give the Lyra +2 and Vigilance. Alright, well that should do it. Curious Obsession is very good. Well, this is a really bad attack. It's not going to matter. Our opponent's going to win. But they should just be attacking with the Kefnet there and forcing me to jump. Well, looks like maybe it will matter. That was the perfect card to draw. The perfect card to draw. Ooh, can we steal this? Because my opponent didn't just force me to chump. Can we steal this? Yeah, unfortunately, MTG bot's not working. I'm playing Mardu Angels right now. This is the deck that I'm playing right now. Looks like we're going to be stealing this. Our opponent really should have got Lyra off the battlefield. Wow. Man, Lyra and Resplendent Angel are so good together. We had no business winning that game. Okay. Well, we're going to get some Baffling Ends, Duresses, Shalai. You know, we can't activate Shalai here. Shalai doesn't actually match up against Tempest Djinn at all. But it is just an angel. It is just a flying creature. I'm not a huge fan of Deafening Clarion in this matchup, but it's probably still worth playing. I mean, we just cut history and cut all these knights. Like, these knights just don't do anything. They're not fast enough. It's not fast enough of a clock. And since we got to play a couple other things, I'll play 2 Honor Guards that could stop Trickster. That's about all Honor Guard's doing is stopping Trickster, but it can do that. Maybe they play Exclusion Mage or something else like that. I like Lyra as a 3 of, but I could see playing a 4th Lyra in the sideboard, honestly. Because against any kind of, like, you know, aggressive deck, creature deck, anything, you just really want Lyra so bad. So yeah, I could certainly see having a 4th Lyra in the sideboard, and like instead of one of the Shalais. We're not going to let them untap and then be able to protect, you know, they untap, they like Curious Obsession, the Trickster, and have dive downs and stuff like that. Not going to let that happen. And of course, I want to play Duress the same turn that I play something else, because they counter Duress. I want them to, you know, have the mana tapped like that turn, so they have to counter Duress plus have to counter a threat. Here's a link to the deck. MTG bot's not working. Oh yeah, we're having a fun day today. Yeah, we got Party Bus. We got Naya Legends with real big Kamal's Druidic Vows. And we also have Mono Green, Vinemare Stompy. So yeah, my goal is to have Duress protect Lyra. That's my goal. Lyra, very important. It's definitely a risky block by me, because if they have Trickster, they just blow this up completely. It's not completely. We could Lightning Strike the Kefnet afterwards, but... Alright, we'll try to... We'll see if we can protect Aurelia. Nope, but got 2 hard counter spells out of their hand. Gator Frank with that tier 1 sub. Welcome back. Says, thank you, Todd, for all the standard entertaining and tons of info. Well, you're welcome, Gator Frank. Thanks for that support. I appreciate that very much. Alright, so we're going to try to Baffling End this Pteramander. I guess this won't work out too well. If I Lightning Strike, they have exactly enough mana to make it a 5/5. But good news, they're down to just 1 card in hand. Did they not put Kefnet back? Okay, they did. It's just, okay, Kefnet's just that card. So really hoping that 1 card is not another hard counter spell, that last card that they have. Ugh. I kind of need to resolve Lyra. Like, I kind of need to play Lyra here. Like, if I go Duress, Resplendent Angel, they get to attack with both of these. We chump there, take 4. I play Lyra. I only get to attack for 4 lifelink. But we're not dead. Alright. I could just draw a counterspell off the top, though. Alright, well, Lyra would have resolved. That's unfortunate. Really hope Lyra resolves next turn. Really hope they don't just draw the counterspell off the top. Hey, what's up, RX Jelly? Alright. We doing it? We doing it? Ooh, we really doing it. Well, this one's over. Just had a ton of Mexican food. Lucky. What are you accomplishing with this double block here? Just chump blocked with the 5/5? All right, Mardu Angels 2-0. Got a pack. Oh yeah, with this being pack day, let's crack packs every 5 subs instead of every 10 subs. So yeah, every 5 subs we'll crack a pack. I already have all the rares for More of the Spark, so we're just hoping to open up mythics with the packs. Triple Lyra. On the play, I'm certainly mulliganing this. I think on the draw, I'm going to mulligan it as well. This is our deck list here. There, thanks, Purated. No, I hadn't completed this week's event yet. Alright, well, this is a safer hand. Doesn't have the upside or the... Yeah, it doesn't have the upside that the other hand did. But safer. So a lot of times, History Benalia is like a better threat to like play first, but against Esper here, I mean, they didn't play Little Teferi last turn, but I still kind of feel like if I play History, like they could just like have Little Teferi bounce the token, and that's annoying. And the fact that we have 2 Gideons, you know, we can like see if they...
share in my light.
See if they do something against one of them. I've been really liking Gideon against Esper because Gideon lines up really well against Narset and Teferi. You know, Narset and Teferi can't bounce Gideon or anything like that, and it attacks enough to kill both of them. Yeah, basically, do you want, like, Alpha Buddha, do you want, like, a tier 1 deck, or that's, like, proven that, like tons of people play? If that's the case, Esper Control is your way to go. If you want... Do I want History now?
Will lend you my
If you want,
strength.
like, some of the decks that I play that I think's really strong. Yesterday we played Teamer Hydra and Gruul Arcbow, and I like, and those decks are both quite good.
I'm not ready for this.
You can find from here. You have to scroll down a little bit. A few days ago for the Gruul Arcbow, you can find both of them there. Okay. So they've gotten rid of the Gideons for now. Hey, Jay Gomez. What is up? Thanks for that resub there. So yeah, Aurelia was the card that I wanted Wrathed the most out of these cards. Like, I thought Aurelia was the worst card in our hand, and I thought there was a good chance they'd have a Kaya's Wrath. And so that's why I went with the Aurelia there.
Bless us in our righteous cause. Prepare for battle.
Jay Gomez says, and welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everyone on YouTube who's watching this message later on over there. Classic. So yeah, Gideon works well with
I believe it.
Gideon and Mortal Sun work well together. You know, like Gideon still turns into a creature, so we don't have to worry about, you know, playing a Mortal Sun and having Gideon in play.
I believe in you, friend.
Boom. Hey, what's up, Rex? You like fun? Yeah, there's like two different Esper decks. The control decks are definitely playing Kaya's Wrath's main. Not all of the Hero Precinct 1 decks are playing Kaya's Wrath main, but a couple, like some people play like one Kaya's Wrath in Hero Precinct 1. But if you're playing control, like without Precinct 1, you're definitely playing Kaya's Wrath main. Alright, Duress to Spark coming on in. So what are we cutting? Aurelia, Shalai. Lyra. I think our opponents can just answer those things pretty efficiently. And then I want to trim 2 of Lightning Strike, Mortify. The thing, I do like being able to have Lightning Strike to be able to kill a Planeswalker after it minuses. I'll just keep one of those. And one Resplendent. Okay, yeah, you need to replace Resplendent Angel. That's a tough one to replace, but yeah, if you need to replace it, because a big strength of the deck is Lyra plus Resplendent Angel, but yeah, if you need to, like Gideon, and Midnight Reaper. Honestly, I've always kind of liked Midnight Reaper in these decks. Give you just a little card advantage. The life loss from Midnight Reaper isn't usually as difficult to deal with having Sorin and Lyra. But yeah, I'd probably just say like another Gideon and then maybe some Midnight Reapers. Plague Crafter is another option. I'm not sure, Alpha. I'd label Gruul Arcbow tier 1. Usually label like the tier 1 decks like the popular decks that lots of people play and everything. And Gruul Arcbow is not really that. Last like 3 times that we've played Gruul Arcbow, I've had a lot of success with the deck. Each time. And so yeah, winning with the deck. So no complaints about it. But as far as like, you know, labeling it as tier 1, I've never really loved the labels, but I kind of just reserve like the tiers for like the real popular decks that are like, you know, 5% of the metagame or more or whatever. Hey, what's up, Petite Pied? Thanks for the sub. It's our 5th sub, so we are going to... It's definitely not Aurelia. I'm not playing Aurelia. I'm playing Sorin. It's just whether I want to play pre-combat or post-combat Sorin. Of course, pre-combat Sorin gets the life link, but the life link isn't important in this matchup. I think it's going to be post-combat Sorin. I'm not playing another creature into... you know, Kaya's Wrath whenever they draw one. But waiting on Sorin made it easier to resolve Sorin.
You should fear those born of darkness. I require your body, not your soul.
All right, they keep it on top with the Thought Erasure there.
Vampirism is a useful trait.
I mean, so Resplendent Angel comes attached to a 4/4 here also. But playing it, if they just like kept Akaya's Wrath on top, doesn't make sense to play it. Oh yeah, it makes them like super dead if it's not Kaya's Wrath. That's the thing. Like, if they kept any other card, they're, like, really dead if I play Resplendent Angel. But if it was Kaya's Wrath, they're not dead. And then I have work to do. Alright, let's assume it's Kaya's Wrath. It was not Kaya's Wrath. Alright, we'll just have Soren get back Resplendent Angel here. We'll put him on the test again. Alright, 3-0. Fighting through Esper. Our hands were good, but that could be a tough matchup for us. Alright, slow hand, but we got good mana, and we have draw steps. You know, being on the draw here, we'll hopefully draw a 3-drop by turn 3, and then we can have 3-drop Soren, Lyra. Nope. Wait, what happened to the storm there? They took Lyra. Huh. I would have thought that would have been the easiest card to deal with. Or that or Soren. I don't know. I was expecting Immortal Sun to be taken. Dang. I was going to, of course, get back the Knight of Malice there.
I know my responsibility. Don't worry, I got this. My heart is hollow with scorn. We will meet again. What
Good job, Soren. Take out that Teferi. Well, blink of an eye there was just... You know, just gets rid of my Soren for good.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
They're trying to bounce the Immortal Sun. But drawing 2 cards a turn is a good way to win games of Magic. Just ask Teferi. I I guess I could have shocked and just played the Sorin, give my creatures lifelink, and just have it in play. So please bounce it. Please do it.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
Strife makes monsters of us all.
Mortal Sun's never been better. We both have a bunch of planeswalkers out. Alright, just making sure.
Needs a rest.
I lost out on some damage there, but just making sure that Narset was out of here so we could draw multiple cards. Again. In case they have a Dispark, I definitely want to have a backup Immortal Sun. What? Attack here. There you go. Getting that life gain in.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
So yeah, I could ping Teferi, but I want to be able to actually activate. I want to be able to activate that Sorin while we could. So just get the Knight of Malice back. That double block's not going to help you. WQ, it's going really good. Going good. We're going to have fun today. We got a Sunday fun day stream with a lot of sweet decks. And so far, Mardu Angels is crushing it. So far, so good. Ooh, I would say probably Reach. I think people probably forget about Reach more than First Strike, as far as abilities go.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
Alright, even more. Lifelink. Sorin already says my creatures have lifelink, but now they have extra lifelink. Alright, Dispark, Dispark, Duress, Duress, Duress. What did we do last time? I caught a Strike, an Angel, an Angel, an Angel, and an Angel. Let's do that again. The Immortal Angels. That's a good name. Immortal Angels. Dun, 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 dun. So we've been having success because our opponents have not ticked up Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. That's the key. Got to keep them from ticking up Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. No, I like Seraph more because of, you know, Kaya's Wrath is the main, like, big time removal spell where we get the extra tokens and everything. And Shalai just dies with Kaya's Wrath and doesn't get extra tokens. Yep, Seraph of the Scales in the deck. Yep, there's 3 of them. Yep, this is pure rated deck. It's pretty sweet. Let's get Gideon. Going to 5 against Esper is so tough. Is it more likely that our 5-card hand wins, or is it more likely that we draw with our Scry and then we look at 3 cards? So we need 2 of the top 4 cards to be white sources. And we have 18 white sources. It's probably more likely that we have 2 of the top 4 cards be white sources than a 5-card hand wins, right? It's definitely a risk. Yeah. This hand could just be terrible. Where's that London Mulligan rule? We only got like 9 more days till the London Mulligan rule. I'm going to try this. I think there's a better chance that this hits the 2 white sources in 4 cards. All right, we got 1. So now we just need 1 more in 3 cards. Or wait, no. So now we're only going to see the next 2 because we don't get the Scry. So now we have to get 1 and 2. So we don't get the extra card. Yeah, London Mulligan rule is just going to be the default Mulligan rule for every format of Magic in every setting. All right, we're doing it. We are doing it.
Here goes nothing.
This is a prime day for justice. Your light will cleave the darkness.
Hey, Blue Jin, good afternoon.
I've got time.
So yeah, if I played History, they get to minus on the token and bounce the token and get all that value there. So that's why we are playing Gideon here. And I think I just play History now, though. Over Aurelia.
Now what? Curse the darkness.
I guess I have 2 Lyras. I think Lyra is better than Aurelia.
lend you my strength.
But we have 2 Lyras, so I guess I'll just play Lyra here. So if they have a Wrath, they're taking that out. Plus, if we draw another land, we could potentially have like Despark plus Aurelia. Good thing I ticked up Gideon on my knight and made it indestructible. Aw, dang. Sad face.
If I were you, let's reduce the battle to shambles.
I believe in you.
So we don't need a -6 Gideon to get rid of the Liliana, considering we just get to attack Liliana.
I believe in you, friend.
I think they would have just played Kaya's Wrath if they had it last turn. Well, they let us go to end step and get the end step trigger. Very nice. Yeah, our opponents today have been struggling some. No.
Another day.
That gives them the extra 2 life to not die to Aurelia also. So let's go history again in case of Wrath. We'll still have more threats. I'm keeping the Swamp in hand in case there's like Basilica Bell Hunt. We'll discard Swamp instead of discarding one of these other 2.
Let's slow this down. You need to slow down.
Alright, well they're just dead, but I'll go ahead and dispark the Teferi also.
Just let me know if you're up for round 2.
And then Aurelia finishes this off. GG's. Yeah, I gotta send a message to Teferi. Get on out of here. All right, during that match, we did hit our 5th sub of the day, so let's crack one of these packs that we got. Not those, but one of these. All right, so we want to draw a mythic. It was a rare. So I already have all the rares in this set. I have 4 of all the rares, so that's why we just get the gems. There's still like close to like 15 total mythics that I'm missing. All right, we are 4-0. Y'all know what that means. That means we are heading to the final boss. So let's get started. I don't know exactly how many wild cards I have. I think I have like around 50 rare wild cards and 15 mythics. You know, approximately. Getting ready for M20. It's coming out pretty soon here. Bowser Party Bus. Love it. Everybody getting those final boss emotes. Love it. Ooh, good question. What do I like about this deck the most? I'd probably say probably say I like Resplendent Angel and Lyra, those two. Like when they're out together, and like the life gain they have, and like the ability to win races with all the life you gain and fly over a whole bunch of armies on the ground and everything. So yeah, of course, getting Gideon out of my hand with the negate right there. There's only 15 different mythics in War of the Spark, but I was saying there's around 15 total. Like if you multiply that all by 4, like for getting playsets that I still need, like for playset purposes.
Will cleave the darkness.
All right, Gideon's doing his thing. Gideon has just been awesome for us in all these blue-black matches. Gideon is really well positioned right now, honestly. There's not a lot of ways to deal with Gideon from like these Esper decks and stuff. Really not. Like people aren't playing too many Contempts. Like people are playing like Disparks, Oathakaya.
Share in my light.
A bunch of things that don't hit Gideon. This is Grixis though. Grixis has a lot more answers. Grixis is playing Bedevil, which Bedevil kills. Oh, everybody has Elder Spell. Elder Spell is like the one answer.
Retreat.
We haven't seen that one yet. I should keep that in hand because of Nicol Bolas the Ravager. Yep. Got punished there. Dang. Well, it looks like this one has gone away from us. Couldn't get one more hit in with that Gideon. So as you can tell, we're going to be sideboarding out these lightning strikes. All right, they tapped out. Now we top deck Immortal Sun.
Why be a beast when I can be a god? I know what must be done. My genius is unmatched.
Fly's just not matching up against a lot of these other flyers we're facing. GG. Alright, all these duresses, Desparks. Strike is out. And now, what else do we want to take out? They do have a lot of good answers to Immortal Sun. Shalai, Aurelia, and Lyra. So that's... No, let's do one Resplendent. Keep in a Lyra. Because of Ritual of Soot. Resplendent's not as valuable. Alright, gonna try to curve out, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast the Duress here. Double Coil and a Narset. Double Coil's not good. Alright, now let's get some lands. Oh, come on, deck. Last game... Last game all we had were lands. We can draw some lands this time. There we go. Couple more. Obviously, we're going with Aurelia when we draw the land, not Seraph, because of Coil. Not Sorin because of Negate. And this is where Sorin's awesome.
I will have revenge.
One
for
damage.
House Markov.
Thanks, House Markov.
Planeswalker.
Come on back, Aurelia.
I demand servitude.
Alright, looking good. Yeah, Sorin was real clutch. Why would you mill us when we have a Sorin in play? How does... What is going on? Just... Why?
The weak feed the strong.
It's the red 4. We have Aurelia, and we have Lightning Strike, and then Deafening Clarion in the sideboard. Alright, so they are playing a whole bunch of Lava Coils, which means that maybe I should be valuing Aurelia a little higher. I mean, we saw 3 Lava Coil that game. usually... no. I don't want to take out Seraph. I guess I could have taken out a Resplendent for another Aurelia, but no, we have a lot of 4s already. All right, game 3. Mulliganing against Grixis. Bad idea. Just gonna keep our cards. We got 4 land, 3 spells. Sure, we're not doing anything for a long time, but I'm keeping my spells. Keep my hand at least. We faced Esper Control twice.
The past, press meditate.
And Mono Blue. And
hone your prowess.
I'm not thinking of what the 4th one was. Yeah, I can't remember what the 4th deck was. It's definitely Esper, and Mono Blue for 3 of them. I feel like the other one was an aggressive deck. I feel like. No, maybe that was the Mono Blue.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil. I have just the trick for this.
No.
The ringing of my sword is your death knell. Embrace the bloodlust.
So if I tick up on the Sorin, then they just play this
Keep an open mind.
Nicol Bolas and kill my Sorin. I don't have anything. By playing the Seraph, yeah, we ate 2 Cry the Canariums, I suppose. Alright, we got Under the Negate. We don't get to actually draw multiple cards because of that Narset, though. Good. No Rampage, no Bedevil. That's good.
The whole of the multiverse will bend to my will.
Please don't draw. Please don't drop a devil. They should have called Narset over to Ixalan to shut down this Immortal Sun. Dang, they drew a Bedevil before we drew a creature. We just needed to draw any creature to start attacking them.
I will return one day.
Yep, that's
My intellect
GG now.
is without limit.
You're late, Knight of Malice. Both of our sons are gone. They discarded the other one.
No! Witness a mote of my power.
And we're drawing the wrong knights here. It's possible the white knight would get our opponent, because, like, you know, having hexproof and everything. But we're drawing the wrong knight.
My revenge will be paid.
We'll just be drawing the white knight.
Schemes are
Well,
never-ending.
now they have a blocker. Not anymore.
My schemes have been foiled.
Alright, well that's out of here. Now we draw Lyra. Ugh.
The immortal
takes our outs.
Cold Bolas will be your end.
Alright, so lost to Grixis. In the top deck war. That was the top deck war of 2019. Nicol Bolas came out on top. We needed to draw a creature, and they needed to draw a Bedevil. And they drew a Bedevil before we drew a creature. Okay. Well, we had the extra life. So we can queue right back up. We're 4-1. Still on the final boss, but we had an extra life. Alright, gonna need this white mana here. Gonna need another white mana. Guess it's best to lead with Knight of Malice so that if we go history next turn, we get the extra point of power from the Knight of Malice, where we wouldn't get the extra point of power from the Knight of Grace. This is a bummer. This is a bummer. Oh, really? Sephiroth was real tough for you? Yeah, I beat him in Kingdom Hearts 1. Yep. Yeah, did everything in Kingdom Hearts 1. I liked that game a whole lot. I beat that game a couple of times. Bleh. Come on. Alright, so I think we should just cut the basic swamp from the deck and just have it be in other planes. Because white mana is just so important to this. I was a little worried about like how many sources we had that weren't white. And I don't know if we really need basic swamp, to be honest. I guess without basic swamp, Dragon Skull Summit's a little worse.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
But this is really unfortunate not being able to... Because, you know, like, as you can see here, we have a whole lot of 3-drops with 2 white that are double white. So, like, having 2 white on turn 3 is just a necessity that you have to have every single game.
The storied past holds our future.
And right now, we have 18 white sources, which is a lot. But, I mean, we need 2 by turn 3 every game. I certainly see going up to, you know, making that 19.
Gideon Jura, at your service. I will lend you my strength.
So they don't get to steal Gideon. Alright, well, Gideon's not going to work out.
That was nothing.
Okay.
I believe in you.
To the library.
Still not loving our chances for how long this took, but we could still steal this. You know, like Lyra could help steal this.
Bravery wasn't enough.
Gosh, we need more white mana. Our opponent's got to find a Nissa eventually. They keep on taking up with Tamio, but of course they can just go back, get their Mass Manipulation or Entrancing Melody back.
No tail should be discarded.
Good game. So what are we doing in the sideboard here? We are definitely deafening Clarion and Despark, and Duress for these steel things, and Baffling End for the Crasises. Shalai is good against mass manipulation, so they can't steal a whole lot of things. They just take your Shalai. But, then they get to activate Shalai, though. Alright, I'm actually kind of off Shalai. I don't want them stealing it. A lot of things that we're bringing in. If I'm playing Deafening Clarion, am I supposed to be playing all these Little Knights and the histories? Yeah, I mean, Takali Honor Guard stops the Explore creatures, but I mean, how many creatures is that? Just Jade Light and... I mean, it's kind of what Takali Honor Guard's for, but honestly, I have too many cards already in my deck. Alright, we're gonna go with this. Which card am I most excited to see rotate out in September? Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. I'm excited for that one to rotate out. Hey, good afternoon, Vance. Yeah, welcome everybody just joining. So if you're just joining here, we're having a fun Friday here. We're playing with some sweet decks. Oh, double Tameo. So I get rid of one Tameo, they use that Tameo to get the other one back. If I take the Nissa, they use the Tameo to get the Nissa back. Basically in a whole lot of trouble. Did I say Friday? Sorry, I was thinking about that right there. Sorry. Okay, anyway, we're having a Sunday fun day here. We're playing some fun decks. As you can tell by our lineup on the left-hand side, this is our last match with Mardu Angels, whether we win or lose. And then we have Bant Party Bus, Naya Legends, and Mono Green Stompy. Got some good ones going on over there. I'm just not going to beat this Tameo. We are very dead, though. I have no opinions on Nexus winning the championship thing. Honestly, I have no opinions. I have no hot take about it or anything. It is what it is. It won. That's about it. This game is just over. Oh yeah, I was already playing a ton of Nexus last night because it made top 4. Whenever we played our Gruul deck last night through the 10 rounds in Mythic, we played against Wilderness Reclamation 4 times out of the 10 matches. Finally. I don't mind Nexus at all. I don't like Wilderness Reclamation.
No one asked.
Nexus
for
I don't really
joy.
care about. I don't think Nexus is perfectly fine. I hate Wilderness Reclamation. That was a card that should never been printed. That was a card that was a complete mistake and forced them to print the 3-mana Teferi, which is just another mistake.
Seek and find.
Alright, we need to draw 2 more lands in a row.
The land fights for us.
Hey, Big Ben. Thank you so much for that sub there. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so we couldn't get past the final boss. We started 4-0, but then lost our last 2 rounds there. Final bosses are tough. So it ended up 4-2 here with Mardu Angels. So with it, I feel like, so we have barely any red in here. And I don't feel like, and because of that, I don't feel like we need so many black-red lands to go along with the swamp. I think white is the most important color of mana in this for by a while, or by like a long ways. So I would recommend taking out some of the black-red lands, at least one. You know, at least getting like another Plains in here over a Dragon Skull Summit, for example. Or, you know, getting rid of the swamp if you don't want to get rid of the Dragon Skull Summit. That's 13 red lands, which isn't a ton, but I mean I think that's probably enough, because you just need one, and if you don't have it immediately, it's okay. Other things about the deck, the lightning. I don't like the lightning strikes. I don't think this is the best choice of removal that we can be having for 2 mana. Like, it can go upstairs, but I'm not sure what I want. So like other options are like Coil, Coil, Cast Down, Baffling End. I kind of feel like I'd rather have any of those. Coil, Cast Down, Baffling End. Even though those don't hit Planeswalkers like Lightning Strike can, I feel like they just are much better at doing like the whole removal thing. Would you recommend playing the Knights over Tamik, Adanto, and Tithe Taker? You'd have to adjust the mana base even harder to be able to play Tamik. The Knights were okay for us, honestly. They weren't so bad. I like Knight of Grace a lot more these days than Knight of Malice. I think this could definitely be just like at least a 4-2 split, or maybe even just playing Knight of Malice, not playing, or Knight of Grace, not playing Knight of Malice. There's a whole lot of black removal out there. Hexproof from black is very valuable. Hexproof from white is not very valuable. This one is not. The Knight of Malice is not nearly as good. Yeah, Dispark's another good removal option. Oh, Knight of Malice cannot get bounced by Lil Teferi. That's true. That's true. It is good against Lil Teferi. The Gideons were awesome. I wouldn't mind having a third Gideon, like a third Gideon in the sideboard for like the Esper matchups. The Gideons are awesome. The Honor Guards were really disappointing. Even against the Explore decks, it's just all the Explore decks are just playing the Planeswalkers like Tamiyo and Nissa that are so much more impactful than the Explore creatures. And the Honor Guards just kind of feel like a waste of a slot. Like the 1/3 body doesn't do anything. You know, it's not impactful. Like you're not killing anybody with a 1/3. You're not blocking anything with a 1/3. It's just doing nothing. I would honestly get Honor Guard out of the deck. I think if you want to play Honor Guard, I think you need to play it with ways to, you need to be able to make the Honor Guard bigger, make it like a useful body. You need to be playing things like a Johnny Mentor of Heroes for Honor Guard. Instead, I would like a Kaya's Wrath in the sideboard. At least one Kaya's Wrath for like the mana creature decks. Like probably like 2 Kaya's Wraths. I think you want just a couple of sweepers like that. And then yeah, some more Planeswalker removal also. I think Kaya's Wrath, yeah, Kaya's Wrath is probably better than Deafening Clarion. Yeah. I also don't think you need Shalais. So like basically, so I'm saying like, what if you had like 2 Coil? I'll kind of like switch it up here so you can kind of see. We have 2 Kaya's Wraths, no Shalais, no Honor Guards. You need like 2 Elder Spells these days. And then another Gideon. I mean, Clarion is awesome. I like Clarion because it's so good against mono red and mono white. Like Clarion's just awesome in those matchups. So I don't hate keeping like Clarion. Nissa and Tamiyo are kind of a problem, and Krasis. You know, like we didn't have like very good removal for Krasis. So I wonder if just playing Baffling Ends instead of Coils. Yeah, Krasis, Tamiyo. It's all the steel cards, the mass manipulation type stuff. That's very problematic also. But yeah, you could cut red. Yeah, red. I mean, honestly, just make the mana a lot better. You could cut red completely. Red wasn't really that useful for us ever. We never really did anything with red cards. Yeah, you can make the mana a whole lot better by just playing 3 colors or the 2 colors. Then you can probably support Tamik, which would help. And yeah, you could play like an extra Gideon. Yeah, you could probably just get rid of red. Yeah, it really was nice, but yeah, you could easily find other cards. True. So there you go. So that's Pure Rated's deck. So thank you so much for that donation there, Pure Rated, for this deck. Pretty sweet one. Did pretty good. Yeah, 4-2. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so if you're watching this video later on YouTube, hope you enjoyed it. And please hit that like and subscribe buttons over there. That's it here from Mardu Angels. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for another video.